4 years, 4 West Division playoff games. We love that we're here again. We've also learned that nothing is guaranteed. We're 1-2 in this game. And so I think we're looking for a chance to show that this year's team has done the work. We have matured in a way that has us prepared for these big moments. Oakland is playing really well right now, really hot, and we're excited about that. That's exactly the kind of game that we want to walk into on Saturday evening.
It's the Growlers. It's the hustle to battle for the South Division. It's Coleman Sports 23 and the Shredhead here today to cover the South Division Championship game of the UFA between Growlers and the Hustle. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. That Broncos video, man. I am growing like crazy right now, y'all. I posted a Broncos hype video. That thing's at like nearly 3K. Appreciate everyone who has watched that video and hit the like button on that video too. 103 likes or something like that, and like 30 comments. And we've gained like 30 subs just from that video, it feels like. I've been getting comments, like it's still growing. The video, it's still getting views. I'm getting a crap ton of Broncos fans commenting on that video, and I appreciate you guys because this upcoming season for the Broncos is about to be lit because we got a bunch of Broncos fans subscribing. So it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I was at 500 a month ago. We're at 554. It's crazy. Before I uploaded that video, we were at like 520 something. It's just incredible, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I go to my subscribers. There's a new thing on YouTube they had a couple months ago where you can look at your subs. Just so many Broncos fans recently just subbing. It's gonna be a sick year. I can't wait for the Broncos streams. But I need to do some shout outs too to recent subscribers that's showing on the list here. Joseph Ventures, thank you for subscribing. Shout out Broncos World Order. Shout out to David Luna. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to Rick Schoolsinger. Shout out to Nick Holmes, like all these people. And let me find all these comments too. Like, y'all really showing love on that hype video. I really appreciate it, y'all. It's now at 109 likes, 2.6K views. That's crazy. 32 comments. Popping off. But shout out to everybody who has commented on my recent video. Shout out to Nick DeMarco. Shout out to Nick DeMarco. Shout out to We Think We Know Football. Shout out to Kenny Miller Sr. Shout out to Vudin Pekka 33. Shout out to Merc 5407. Shout out to 702 Streets. Shout out to Lonnie Alexander 4655. Shout out to Holly Diver Bronco. Shout out to DeAndre Weatherspoon 4587. Shout out to Colby Sports, obviously. Shout out to Colby for commenting on that video as well. Shout out to Dennis Murtha, EG7ID. Shout out Maro 10 SSRS. Shout out to Riot Gaming 4887. I gotta shout out everyone because everyone's showing love on that video. Shout out to Aaron Sports Network. He's up in here. Um, welcome. Shout out to Chicken Jockey, of course. 87, welcome in. Thank you for coming on in. And shout out to Israel Nagala Me JB. That's how you say that. And then shout out to Travis Lewis 1517. Shout to Huya Diver. Shout out to Body Sports Network, or sorry, Body Sports Center 5280. Shout out to all y'all. That Broncos videos. It's popping. It's fire. Um, but yeah, appreciate y'all. Um, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And go hit the like button on that video. The most recent video is going crazy. Go hit the like button on that video. Um, because it's popping off. This is definitely my best video ever. So appreciate you guys for watching. And I can't wait for Broncos streams. I would stream the Broncos preseason game on Saturday if there wasn't a Shred West Division final game literally overlapping it. So unfortunately, I will not be live for the preseason game. But after the preseason game, we will be live on the Bronco Brothers for an episode. So yeah, that should be fun. Jimmy Ross, welcome in. Appreciate you for coming in. Growlers suck. We'll see. We'll see. I think this could be a really close game. I wouldn't count the Growlers out of it. They upset the Soul. Now I did call the Soul overrated in my playoff preview, so I kind of saw that happening. And they're playing the Hustle team, who the last 2 years have had heartbreak in the South Division final at home. They have lost 2 years in a row at home in the South Division Championship. They're trying to avoid heartbreak today. Adding, of course, they've added a couple key players like Cam Brock, who leads the league in goals scored all time. So that's huge for them. They still have Brett Holzmeyer, Austin Taylor, of course. They added Sean Cannell, who used to play for the Shred. They added Elijah Jaime, who's going back to the Hustle, also from the Shred previously. And they added, I'm forgetting someone, and I don't know why I'm forgetting someone, and it's really pissing me off. But they've added some really good players. They also lost Justin Burnett to the wind chill. So yeah. I feel like they're better this year though. There's just something else about this Hustle team. Of course, the only team to beat the Shred at the beginning of the year. And I'm going for the Hustle. I want the Hustle to win. Even though if the Growlers did win championship weekend, it'll be easier for the Shred if they win tomorrow. But this is what I want. I want the Hustle to win this game. Tomorrow, I want DC to win. Of course, I want the Shred to win. I'm a Shred fan. And then no upset in the Central. I want the Union to win. I want to beat those guys to become champs. I want to beat that. I want to be the one loss team to beat the undefeated team. So I want that smoke. Honestly, give it to me. But the main reason the DC game is gonna be huge tomorrow, because if DC upsets Boston, which I have, we're gonna be 2 seed. If we win and DC wins and they upset Boston, we're 2 seed in championship weekend. That is huge. That means you avoid the Union in the semifinal, and you avoid the winner of this South Division game. Or sorry, you avoid the winner of the East Division game, which is DC Boston. So you avoid DC and Boston, two of the top teams, not just in the East, but in the whole league. And you avoid us the Central Division. So the DC game is going to be huge. Of course, Shred have to take care of business, but we need DC to win and get the upset because if that happens, we avoid the East Division teams and we avoid the undefeated Union or the defending champs, the Wind Chill. Even though we beat them previously, they're still the defending champs, and we got to respect them. So I really want that to happen because I want a rematch of Shred and this team we're about to see play. If they can get the job done and avoid heartbreak for the third year in a row, the Atlanta Hustle. So I want to see a revenge game by the Shred, and I think the Shred could do it if they match up against the Hustle. Because this is why. When we first played the Hustle, we lost by 2 goals, right? Chonkanol's playing a little beat up. Um, that was the first game of the season too. So first game of the season, Chonkanol is playing beat up, and then the Shred got guys back. Like they didn't have Will Selfridge in that game, and they didn't have some other players in that game. So like, yeah, no Oscar Brown in that game, I don't think, or Grayson Rempers. So it's like I don't know, but we're underway here already. Hustle in all black, Growlers in white. Adam Miller taking a shot early, looking deep. He has Brett Holzmeyer. Brett Holzmeyer pulls it down. Great positioning in the end zone. That's why he's an MVP candidate with the easy box out. 1-0 Hustle. Good start for the South Division. 1 seed here at home. Looking to avoid heartbreak for the 3rd year in a row in this quarterfinal game here in Atlanta. Here start. Growlers will go out here. I might have not be able to watch some of it. I'm watching. Hey, it's all good. It is live for free on YouTube, UFA's YouTube. Free fighting Frisbee here in the playoff game today. So Khalif Al-Salam swinging it here. I ain't gonna lie, I know 2 Growlers players. Khalif Al-Salam and freaking Travis Dunn. That's it. Here's Travis Dunn. Swinging it up. Growlers already to half field. Working it up here. Scoop over the top. Oh, that's Aaron Boone. Okay. But say less. Travis Dunn. Matt Miller with the break throw. Wide open is the Growlers offensive player there, number 29. Growlers tied up 1-1. Piece of the game here. Presented by Victory Insults. For San Diego. Third time's a charm. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's our 3rd time playing them. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, they say. So, and Growlers have played close games with Atlanta. You know, Adam Miller had a buzzer beater, and then I don't remember what happened in the other one, honestly, but they were both 1-score games. I think it was like a turnover at the end of the second one. And then Atlanta Ghostbusters. I think of them. All right. Double sideline trap here on Brett Holzmeyer to start. Brett Holzmeyer hammer over the top. Gets it out here. Adam Miller. Here's Brett. Brett Holzmeyer on the sideline. Up to Wilson Holiday. Wilson Holiday resets. Here's a big swing up near the top for 17. Working it with 8. Hayden Austin now to Adam Miller. Adam Miller to Brett Holzmeyer. 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 High stall gets it over to Austin Taylor here. Back to Brett. Brett to Holiday. Holiday. Inside. Nearly a deep by the Growlers. And Austin fits it in there. Austin Taylor. I said Austin fits it in there. I meant Austin with the goal. Austin Taylor with the goal. This isn't the Austin Soul. This is the Atlanta Hustle. My bad. 2-1. Hustle. We'll be live for all the games tomorrow. They're all like literally back to back to back. So I'm gonna try and get all the scoreboards ready and everything move over. But it's gonna be kind of tough. But the first game I'm gonna do, if it's close, then I'll do the rest of it. If it's a blowout, by the time the second one starts, then I'm gonna move over to the second one. Then after the when the second one gets close to the end, if it's a blowout, actually no. Once the shred game starts, I'm starting it. So if the second game's not over and it's close, I'm sorry. Shred game more important. I'll have the rest of the second game though on my phone during the shred stream, so we can finish that if it's a close game. And it could be because I think the first game's in Minnesota, or second game Minnesota and Union maybe. I don't even remember. So the first game tomorrow is Breeze DC. Yeah, and then Union Minnesota. So yeah. What's up, Eric? How you doing? I haven't even checked the Cubs score. I know they play today, but I haven't checked. They're playing like crap. Oh, they haven't even started yet. The Cubs yet. It starts in 3 minutes. Hold up. I'm putting the Cubs game on the phone. Brett Holzmeyer looking deep here for the leaguer in goals, Cameron Brock, and it's D'd up by the Growlers. The Growlers. I missed their break. They're cold too. My bad. The Growlers with the first break chance of the game. D-line looking to go up here 3-2 on the home team hustle. Growlers high stall count. Here's a bailout throw. What a bailout throw. Oh, it sailed out of bounds. Never mind. It was like a bailout throw. I thought he was going to go in there, and it just faded away there. The hustle. O-line earning it back. It's a good sign there. Growlers had the first break chance, and the hustle team earns it back there. Elijah Hyman not playing today, it looks like. Is that Sean Cano in pink too? He ain't playing today either? Dang. That's crazy. Sean Cano and Jaime aren't playing. Jaime like used to lead the league in goals. Like 1 year he did. He must be hurt. Cam Brock here. Big swing to Austin Taylor. Taylor swings it. Here's Brett. Brett Holzmeyer. Brett Holzmeyer with the swing up to Hayden Austin Knapp. Austin Knapp. He's going to take a shot here for. That's way. Not a good throw there. Just not a good, smart decision by Hayden Austin Knapp. You got to reset the disc there and look for guys like Sean Cano to make plays. He's been doing it all his career. A stupid put there that goes way above Brett Holzmeyer's head and out of bounds. Growlers get it back again here. Pretty long point here. Let's see if the Growlers can get a break as their defense earns it back the second time in this point. The O-line for Atlanta with good pressure here, trying to earn it back again. High stall count. Here's the reset. Growlers just swinging right now. Hustle says You can keep swinging. No hucks deep. Here's a huck deep. It sails down. But what an adjustment by number 15 with the catch. 10 yards outside the end zone here. Growlers swinging it back here now. Here's a flick to the far side, right outside the end zone. Reset here to number 5. 5 looking end zone, resets it. Swing back to 5. 5 looking end zone. What a perfect put by the Growlers. And the San Diego Growlers, the 3 seed, take the lead with the first break of the game. Hustle's offense needs to figure it out because they just had 2 turnovers in a row to give the Growlers the first break. We're going to a commercial break. Growlers up 3-2, 5:45 left in this first quarter. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers over on Coleman Sports 23. If you guys haven't already, go subscribe to the Shredhead as well. Yeah, we're almost to 500 over there, but that's how you type it, like that, but no spaces, and then 66 at the end. Okay, yeah, there you go. And then if you're on the Shredhead watching, go over Coleman Sports 23 and hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000. We're almost to 600 over there. So we're growing pretty good on the sports channel. The Shred channel is getting there. I did a podcast with Tony. So if any Shred fans are watching, I did a podcast with Tony Moonga. Number 7 on the Shred. That's pretty cool. And maybe some more future podcasts with other players as well. That's the goal. Maybe Jordan Kerr next, or maybe the coach. But something will happen. Hopefully. Stop it. 1 second. Cubs game on. Let's go. The Mets are already beating the Brewers. W Mets. Thank you, Mets. You're the Brewers. Wait, where's the Cubs aiming at? Is it in Chicago? Can't tell. 2 outs already, though. I know, it's in St. Louis. So we have 2 outs. Dang it. Come on. If we can't hit on the Cardinals, we can't hit on anybody. Come on, can you talk? Atlanta really swinging it around this possession here. Growlers making him work for it. Not what you want. Here's a hammer that almost hits the ground, though. Dug up by Cameron Brock. That was scary. Growlers really forcing the O-line here for Atlanta to swing it. I think they're tired. Half field here for Atlanta. Hitting Austin Nav, who had that miscue. Another stupid throw by Hayden Austin Nav right to the defender there. And it's picked up by the Growlers. Here's a shot to the end zone. This is going to be a battle for it. And it sails away from the Growlers. The Atlanta Hustle player botting him out, and it falls to the ground. So Growlers can't get the break there. Hustle again, they earn it back here. There's a reset here to Brett Holzmeyer. Brett Holzmeyer taking a shot deep. Too much zip on that throw. And the Growlers again earn the disc back. Out of the reach of Wilson Holiday there. Let's see if the Atlanta Hustle can make some adjustments here. The rest of this first quarter and into the second half. Because right now their O-line's not playing good. And if they don't make adjustments, that's not good for them because that's how they lost the last 2 years and had heartbreak was lack of adjustments. I think I got hit. Nice. Money in hat. Move him up. Move him to scoring position, bro. All right. Jeez. Something's in there. All right. Timeout by the Growlers here. This is a good timeout. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, like 3:23 or something like that. Call timeout. You're up by one. There's a big point here. You go up by two. That could be good for the Growlers. Come on, Hap. Get a hit already. The freaking Cardinals suck. Why is Kyle Tuck the only one getting hits? Oh. A high throw there, caught by the Growlers, and then hit out of the hands of the hit out of the hands there by Taylor. So strip call on Kenny Taylor. Here's Travis Dunn. Dunn out there. This is technically a break chance here for the Growlers with their offense on the field. Risky throw there, but caught by Khalif Al-Salam. Khalif resets. Miller. Up to Artis. To Travis Dunn. Dunn. Dunn wants flick. Nice. Backhand up the line. Here's a throw over to Travis Dunn. Good reset by Travis. Travis is wide open in the end zone. Growlers taking a shot here. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. What a shot. 4-2, y'all. Are we going to see an upset? Are we going to see the Growlers have heartbreak for the third year in a row at home? Come on, Growlers, get it together. This is your third year. This is your third year. You better not. Like, you cannot lose this if you're the Hustle. Wow. What a start by the Growlers. Up 4-2. Atlanta has 3 quarters to figure it out, though. Winner goes championship weekend. August 22nd, 23rd. This year, it is in. Sorry. It is in. I can't remember where it's at. That's embarrassing. It's in Madison, Wisconsin this year. Headquarters of Ultimate, shall you say? Where Ultimate was created. And last year was in Salt Lake, but I didn't go to championship again last year because I couldn't. Oh my gosh, you caught that? Bro did like a backflip while catching the disc. What the hell? Wow, what a goal. Bro like did a flip midair. Vote A and W in Discord, buddy, or you're a fed. Oh, A and W for best rip beer, but yeah, I got you. Because what's better than A and W? Not mug. Hell no. Not what is it called? Barches. No. A and W number one. Where's the freaking? Where's the poll, huh? What's up, Alex? Where's the stupid poll, huh? Why am I not seeing it?
Make a great play on.
Damn. How much do I have to scroll? For lyric begs to differ. Wow. Of course. Mug. I'd have homemade than mug. Homemade is fire though. Ooh, that's a lot of contact there. No foul call. Wow. Travis Dunn. Khalif Al Salam. Khalif. Ooh. Low throw there, but it's caught for a goal. Guys have 5-3. Imagine an upset today. I'm ready for some upsets. But I don't want the Growlers to win. Come on, Growlers. Don't win. I don't want Atlanta to win. I want them to avoid heartbreak. It can't be 3 years in a row. They freaking get upset. Come on. There's no way. Okay, I saw these ones. Where's the freaking poll at? Who sent the poll? Like, who put the poll on the freaking Discord? I was just blind. Ah, there it is. Bro, A&W way better, bro. Oh, it's literally right then. I'm stupid.
Whoever wins tonight is going to be the third South Division champ in the last 3 seasons.
All right. Adam Miller. Push pass here. 3:43 left. Hayden Austin Nav with those two throwaways. Well, he threw one to the defender. Right past the cutter. Hayden Austin Nav to Adam Miller. Austin Taylor. Taylor resets. Miller. Adam Miller with the offensive foul. Or I think it was a foul down the field on one of the cutters, maybe. Here's Austin Taylor with 5, 4. Here's a shot at the buzzer. Oh! Was he in? Yes! Brett Holzmeyer tips it to himself. That's a huge goal. It was a hustle to get the disc to start the second quarter. Brett Holzmeyer, potential MVP this year. The biggest guy on the field. Boxes out and tips it to himself. Those two are just like on a different another level. Austin Taylor and Brett Holzmeyer, that connection is just on another level. You can't do anything about that for the Growlers. It's like the one thing the Growlers are like missing is like height for like end of quarter situations like that. I would not be surprised if that's the only buzzer beater of the day. A game winner with buzzer beater would be crazy. But yeah. Good adjustments from the hustle. They're down by 2. They're never out of it. Only down by 1. They get the disc to start. Tie it up. Ooh. 3 streams tomorrow. Those are going to be fun games. We get to start with Boston and DC, y'all. That's crazy. Probably the best matchup in the quarterfinals, honestly. I don't know. There's some. This is an underrated matchup. I feel like this one, just because these two teams haven't played each other till this year. Because Growlers have been in the West. They just got moved to the South Division this year, and they played 2 one-score games against the Hustle. So like, don't be surprised if this is. Obviously, this is going to be coming down to the final buzzer. I feel like because of the previous games. But yeah. Crazy. Can't believe the first game is DC Boston. First game's DC Boston, and then we go to undefeated Union versus the defending champs Minnesota Wind Shield. That one is gonna be fire. That one might be the craziest game. Wind Shield and Union. I don't know. Union has had some pretty convincing wins this year against some of the top teams in the Central. So I don't know. That one could be either the closest one or a blowout. All the games in the first round were blowouts. The Growlers Soul one was good for about 3 quarters, and then the Growlers just took over in the fourth. I can't believe the Growlers right now. They upset the Soul in the first round. I had that happening because I called the Soul overrated in my playoff preview. I knew. And now they're beating Atlanta right now. And I'm not shocked that they're beating Atlanta right now because the last 2 years, what has happened in the South Division Championship in Atlanta the last 2 years? Just devastation. Like, y'all make it that far at home and you lose 2 years in a row at home. And a hand block by Fairley on Travis Dunn. Fairley hand blocks Travis Dunn. Fairley double team, big swing here. First break chance of the game for the Atlanta Hustle. Wait, so Growlers actually start with this freaking quarter. That's right. The Hustle did score first and start with it. Yeah. I should have known that. All right. Lucas McClamrock fits it in there. And the Hustle with a break for the first time today. They tie it up 5-5. Hustle will get it in the third quarter. Growlers will get it in the fourth quarter. That could be huge for the Growlers. But what a hand block by Curly there on Travis Dunn. That's a hard player to hand block. He's been doing it for years. Hand blocking Travis Dunn is not easy. I definitely could not do that. There's probably one UFA player in the league I could hand block. Maybe. I don't know who it would be. Maybe like a bench player. But against a couple shred players in high school. They've definitely gotten better for sure. That was 3 years ago, so that was before they even started playing for Shrek. Ooh. Inside flick here. Travis Dunn swinging it.
You can see a mix of offensive and defensive personnel.
Yo, Hustle. This is why y'all got upset the last 2 years. You got your commentator out, or your freaking PA announcer saying, "Oh wow, stall count, stall count. Growlers get the disc. No, Atlanta gets the disc. Stall count on the Growlers. Wow, held on to that disc too much, and the Hustle just threw it away. What the heck happened there? Hustle. This is why y'all got upset the last 2 years. What are these turnovers y'all having in this first half? Give it, but they get it back. They get it back. Just pressured the Growlers enough. And now the Hustle will call timeout and try to get the second break here in the quarter. Wow. Alec Wilson Holiday is mad. It's crazy, y'all. This is getting intense. The Growlers are mad. They try to call timeout before the turnover, and they didn't get it. And instead, it's a turnover, and Atlanta got their timeout. Wow. Atlanta here. Adam Miller. That's a scary throw there. Christian Olsen resets Adam Miller. Back to Christian Olsen. Back to Miller. Miller hops in the end zone. He is in. Rowler saying trying to beg the ref saying he's out, but clearly hopped in there before the disc touched any of his, skin, his hands, so any finger or anything. Clearly hopped in there. Hustle, retake the lead.
Just let Michael Tran have it.
Doesn't matter if the right foot's still on the ground. The plastic is still in there and hasn't touched his hands yet. It's when he catches it. And he was in the air when he caught that. He hopped in.
Hustling down, no pun intended, trying to set a double team on the sideline. Now Mark Poole back on the coaching staff.
Guys, all line. We'll get the disc back here. Let's see if they can figure out. That's 2 breaks in a row for Atlanta to retake the lead. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, Atlanta hustle. Y'all, no one of y'all got upset the last 2 years. Y'all crowd sucks. No offense. Y'all fans. I can't hear nothing. Like, your PA announcer is going, defense, defense. Ain't nobody in the crowd. I can't hear no one in the crowd saying defense. I watched the Shred game. Everyone in the stadium you can hear saying defense. Where the Atlanta fans are nowhere to be seen. And another turnover by the Growlers. Oh no. Another break chance here for Atlanta. None of these teams are winning the championship. I've seen enough. Too many turnovers in this game by both teams. They have these stupid turnovers against a team like the Shred making them pay for it. And the Union, too. We could beat these guys. I can't believe our only loss is to these guys. We can beat them. We could definitely beat them. Maybe without some of our main players, too. But we had no Will Selfridge or Oscar Brown in that game. And no Luke Jorgensen in that game either. And now another break. That's 3 in a row for the hustle. They go up 2. Growlers were literally up 5-3, y'all. They were up 5-3, and now it's 7-5. Their offense is falling apart here. Yeah, Atlanta makes them pay for it. 7:31 left. Michael Fairley popping off. Got the hand block. You got the goal there. And he's back on the field here. Ooh, Brett Holzmeyer switching to the D line here for this point. Growlers already think offense is already looking pretty rough here. You put the former MVP on the D line there. Khalif Al-Salam absolutely chucking it full field. What a throw by Khalif Al-Salam. That was a nuke. He threw that from one end zone to the other. That's at least, okay, not one end zone to the other, like 10 yards in front of the other end zone. But it goes like 10 yards into the end zone. Like, yeah, that's at least like a 95-yard throw. That's insane. Maybe even 100, actually. Because he threw that 10 yards from one end zone to the other end zone. Yeah, that was a crazy throw. Khalif put those bow and arrow celebrations out. He nuked that one. You know how hard that throw is, y'all? I can only throw a backhand like 60 yards. Buddy threw it like 90. You think 60 yards is far? Nah, that dude chucked that. That was a nuke. Khalif Al-Salam is just built different. Like, I'm a handler, but I don't go deep usually. I like quick throws and resets. Quick little short throws. I like give and goes with handlers, just swinging the sucker. I'm like I kind of play like Jacob Miller a little bit. Austin Taylor taking a shot to the corner, and it's D'd up. No. A foul on the Growlers. They're going to call a push in the back on Holzmeyer. I thought Holzmeyer just slipped. Let's see. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul. A lot of contact there in the back. Clearly a foul. But Holzmeyer will have the disc at the front, at the goal line here. Brett Holzmeyer throws a blade to the back corner. Hayden Austin Nav with the goal there. Atlanta was down too early, and they're back up by 2. Since it's commercial break, you know, I'll play a video. Let's see. Which one should I play? I don't know.
It was the most wide open season in the history of the league. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no doubt about it.
The league is in a great spot. These teams, these championship teams, the Minnesota Wind Chill are in a great spot.
Let's be real. We shocked the world tonight. These guys know how to fight, and that trophy was nice and heavy, and that felt good.
We haven't proved anything yet. We've been here several times. We are the underdogs.
We've been grinding for a long time. I don't feel like we got over the hump.
You're going to win that over and over, one matchup at a time.
You've got your favorites. You've got your underdogs. This is why they play the games.
Over the top! Skies over Grayson Center!
To the end zone for the score. Oh, my
my goodness.
Battle at the buzzer, and you better believe Jeff Babbitt lives for the moment. Glory have defeated the reigning champions.
All right, we're back here. Here's the poll from the Hustle to the Growlers. Goes out the back of the end zone. Growlers will get at the front of the end zone here. Well, no, we're not the back. I'm tripping. They'll have at the brick mark, 10 yards in front of the end zone there. Ooh, nearly a errant reset there. A layout grab by the Growlers to keep it alive. Here's a huck to the end zone. It's dying down, and it's incomplete. That's a good huck. It just did not sail high enough. It did not have any flow on it, and it just died down. Atlanta can go up by 3 goals here. Not a good possession there by the Growlers. Here's a high reset. Dean Ramsey. Hustle. Taking a shot. Deep. They have a guy. And that's another break for the 1 seed Hustle. It was looking scary for them at the beginning of the game. They have taken a 3 goal lead here. Wow. They were just down by 2 like 5 minutes ago, it feels like. Another break for Atlanta. Growlers offense needs to figure it out, or they will not be getting upset today. But you're still not out of it. That's crazy. Tyler Randall led the league in D points played. Who would have known? Not me. I didn't know that. 0 O points too. Jeez. Oh my gosh! Growlers are falling apart. Hustle with another break chance, and they will punch it in the end zone. A turnover 5 yards outside the end zone, and another goal for Atlanta. Timeout, Growlers, maybe here. They better call timeout. They were just up by 2. It was 5-3, everybody. It was 5-3 Growlers. Now it's 10-6 Hustle. Not good. Just stupid turnovers for the Growlers that have led to Hustle goals. They're making them pay for it. Just like dumb turnovers too. Like that one was a drop right there. There's a couple stupid throwaways. Like just dumb. Just dumb. They gotta fix it. They want to get back-to-back upsets here. It was looking good for them early, but now they're struggling here on out. Big swing.
This game has swung dramatically the last 10 minutes or so.
Growlers pushing it up here. Past half field. There's a flick over the sideline. Inside backhand here. They have a guy in the end zone, in the back of the end zone, wide open if they can get it to him. They holster there. They get it to Khalif Al-Salam. Khalif flips it in the end zone. Rucker was wide open. Khalif had him for a flick. And another turnover. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened again there. That's Brunker again. And a drop! It's dropped by the hustle. The Growlers get it back. Growlers got a gift there. That was an easy drop. Growlers have two guys wide open to the right side, and that's a goal. Growlers cut it to 3. Dirty hold there for the Growlers. They earn it back after a miscue. Let's see what happened here. Al-Salam threw it. It just went right through his hands. 2 drops in a row. A drop by the Growlers, and then the hustle give it right back to him with a drop. These are like prime conditions for Frisbee too, y'all. No wind. Maybe a little breeze. Yeah, like a little breeze. Not sunny at all. Like, what's going on? 2:27 left in the second quarter. Here's the pull by the Growlers. Growlers need some breaks here. They want to cut the lead down for halftime. Here's a shot by the hustle, and it's right to the Growlers player. Not enough float on it. And the Growlers with a break chance. They can cut it to 2. Here come the Growlers. They're not out of it until the final buzzer. Let's see if they can cut it here to 2 after being down 4. Resetting here. Gotta go. You can't just keep resetting on Brett Holzmeyer. He's getting a bit of block eventually. Good pressure there by Brett Holzmeyer. Here's a throw to the sideline here. That's a crazy. That was a dangerous throw by the Growlers, but somehow it got past the defender there. Growlers right outside the end zone. High stall. Here's a blade to the end zone. A bailout blade with high stall count there. And the Growlers punch it in and cut it down to 2. There we go. That's what I like to see. I want a close game here. Growlers out by 4. Their offense wasn't looking good, and they get a dirty hold there. And now a much needed break. There's still a minute 22 left in the half here. If you're the hustle, this is what separates you from championship teams. If you can get holds here and not let the Growlers cut it to get another break and cut it to 1 at half, because then you're in trouble. Even though you get it in the third quarter here. This is why this goal right here is huge. You get this possession right here. These last 1:14 is huge right here because Hustle will get it in the third quarter to start. So a goal here would be huge. They could go back up by 4 if they get a hold here to end it and a hold to start the third. But Adam Miller to the sideline to Brett Holzmeyer. Atlanta's just swinging it here, wasting clock, not giving the Growlers a chance at getting the disc here. Here's Brett. Brett Holzmeyer with the swing. Back to Brett. Brett just swinging it to Taylor. Austin Taylor with the blade over the top. That is a perfect blade and a perfect throw by Austin Taylor. Gosh. And a big emphatic spike there by Ekwertsel. Woo! Back to a 4-goal game. 3-goal game, sorry. Still 28 seconds on the clock for the Growlers, so. Growlers definitely need a buzzer beater here, for sure, because Hustle, get it to start the third. Get this to start the third quarter. You get it to start the fourth quarter. So if you could get maybe a buzzer here with 29 seconds left, that'd be huge. Here is the pull. It's caught by the Growlers here. Travis Dunn with the disc. Resets. Cutters, just no cutters right now for the Growlers here. You got to hurry. You got 11 seconds. Khalif, Al-Salam, double teamed. You got to get it off the sideline. You got to at least throw a hammer over the top or something. Here's a reset. 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer. And it's pulled down by Atlanta. They say no buzzer beater. Okay, that guy on Atlanta needs he needs a tech right there, obviously. What's that? You pull down the disc, go to the sideline, shut up. There's going to be a little bit of contact on a jump ball at the buzzer. You got to chill out, dude. It's going to happen. Like it's going to happen. There's going to be a little bit of contact on a jump ball. Y'all got to chill out. Of course he's going to try to come over the top. There's going to be contact. Dude needs to chill out. Bro needs to chill. That's huge right there. That is huge right there. It's halftime here in the UFA. Between the Growlers and the Hustle. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Great game so far. Growlers were up 5-3 early in the game. It's been all Hustle pretty much. And they get the D at the end of the quarter there. The Hustle. And they get the disc in the third quarter. Like, you can go up by 4. That's the huge D right there by them. Where's the freaking halftime thing? There we go. Halftime. Cardinals suck. Brewers suck. Yeah, I know. There's no way we're losing, right? To the Cardinals. We are. How are we losing the Cardinals right now? I know it's 1-0, but somebody freaking hit a nuke. Please tie it up. Only third inning. But come on, we can't be losing the Cardinals. They suck. Come on, Cubs, wake up.
All righty, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll go get a snack. I will do that, Evan Lepler. Thank you. I'll be back, y'all. Shout out to Evan Lepler, the GOAT. I'm so glad he's doing this game today. I don't know what game he's doing tomorrow, though. That I need to figure out. I know he's not doing the Salt Lake game for sure. He's not doing that one. Because he said he was in the podcast, Spring Patch podcast, he was going somewhere. But I know he did not say Salt Lake for sure. So it has to be either Chicago or it's got to be somewhere clear spot. It's got to be somewhere close to like Atlanta, obviously, because I know he's not going to Salt Lake for sure. Let's see here. East Division is in Boston. I was just all the way at the top near like Maine and shit, Boston, Massachusetts, and then let's see here. And then the other one's in where is it? Chicago, Illinois. That one's a little up a ways too from Atlanta. I don't know which one he said he's going to. I forget. I want to say he's doing the Winchell Union game in Chicago. That's my guess. We'll see though. Think yeah, I don't know. Nah. Bell Cubs, come on, do something. You got Matthew Boyd pitching today. You gotta win. It's the freaking Cardinals for heck's sake. How are we losing the Cardinals right now? Crazy. Good to once again, y'all. This game you can catch on Free Friday Frisbee on the UFA YouTube channel. You can also watch this year's championship game also on YouTube for free. They also have post game and pre game stuff for the championship game as well. Okay, that's cool. PUL and or WL and PUL. Also, again, that's cool. Let's go, Hat. Good hit. PCA, come on, bro. Do something, please. Yeah, Pete, why are you swinging at that crap? Come on, Pete. You base it, bro. Like, the Cubs have to win today, because aren't the Brewers losing right now? Yeah, 2-0, end of the fourth. Come on, Mets. Hold on to the lead. And Cubs, come on, take the lead. 2-run shot right here by PCA. Come on. Good eye. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Huge weekend in the ultimate frisbee.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, Wi-Fi like turned off on the computer. I'm trying to fix it. All of you guys know when I do. But for now, y'all can see green screen. Unfortunately, oh, maybe. There we go. All right.
Austin now trying to get free.
All right, there we go. I don't know why it did that. All right.
Jeremy Langdon. Cross field hammer. He underthrew it. There's a big collision.
Underthrown flick there, but Adam Miller was able to catch it and secure it. So a goal for the Hustle to start. 4-goal lead. Good start for Hustle to come out here and score already. All right. I did not click on final. How do you do? Okay. There we go.
Or Michael Kapira, who is so obviously. Correct the record. Collision there between Brandon Miller, but Miller's a guy who isn't afraid to throw his body around and knows that Tran was trying to make a play. There wasn't necessarily ill intent there. Miller's kind of stranded there, and so thankfully Miller was able to just throw the score and not let that situation escalate or instigate any further.
All right.
Certainly a little interesting. Khalif El-Salam had 8 scores against.
Khalif up to Travis Dunn.
So far tonight.
Nice grab. It's there by the Growlers. Couple yards outside the end zone here. High release, backhand over to Khalif. Khalif. Flick into the end zone. And a goal by the Growlers. 3-goal game. Growlers get it at the beginning of the fourth quarter. That could be huge. So yeah. Fourth quarter is gonna be it's a 3-goal game right now. Hustle looking good, but the last 2 years they got heartbreak. And so you never know. Are the Cubs gonna play some baseball today or tomorrow? I might not watch the rest of that game. We're losing to the Cardinals in the Big 25.
A lot of talent in that conversation. Oh, yeah. Travis Dunn leads the Growlers franchise in both goals and assists. He's one of 9 players in the league right now that leads his franchise all time in goals and assists. Boston, DC's Rowan McDonald also leads the Breeze organization in blocks. Tomorrow night, be Rowan's last game in the DC Breeze jersey. What we've been wondering since the playoffs have started.
All right.
Rock.
I need to do a Broncos preseason preview after this. For sure. Ooh. That was a scary throw. Somehow Wilson Holiday flipped it in there to Adam Miller. Miller with the goal. Bro, Adam Miller's him. Beta Mel, but he's him.
fireworks in the second quarter, the momentum swing, some of the big plays, some of the head scratching plays. His third quarter is off to a little.
So you can't let Adam Miller just run right in front of you like that if you're the Growlers. You gotta be more aggressive there. And you can't let him get to that spot. Good goal though for Adam Miller.
I feel like the first turnover, second half, will trigger the intensity one way or the other. Yeah, I'm with you. Kind of pull here from Atlanta. What's funny, these two franchises, Dan entering tonight.
That's a mistake by Atlanta there to pull it out of bounds. So Growlers will get out the brick mark here. Miller has a free dump, but he's going to swing it up to Travis Dunn instead. Here is Khalif Al-Salam. They need him to come alive. Miller fakes the deep there. Now throws it up the line.
This is where
No continuation cut there. Now it's getting cluttered. They need a reset there. High stall. Gets it to Travis Dunn. Travis Dunn with the flick reset. What a bid by Atlanta, but they come up empty. Khalif Al-Salam flipped into the end zone for the Growlers. Maybe got away with a little travel there, but yeah. Guys want to come back and get this upset. They're going to need some breaks. They do get this to start the fourth quarter, which is huge. Still 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Plenty of time. Anything can happen. We've seen what happened in Atlanta the last 2 years.
career game today. Dennis Stewart was raved about when he coached him for a really long time, dating back to get these.
How you feel about winning? About me winning so many cars? Cars? You want a car? Like real cars? Oh, yeah. I know what we're talking about. The price is right. Yeah. The one where you won $1 million was crazy. You were one off. I said you went over because I thought my prediction was pretty good. No, my prediction could have won it probably for you. But your prediction that's crazy. If you would have went one up, you would have got like. What would have happened if you got it like dead on? I don't even know. Still $1 million, probably. Ooh. Come on, Growlers. I want a closer game. I want the hustle to win, but I don't want to upset, honestly.
Deep shot.
Because I don't want to play the Growlers. I want to play. Oh, wow. A D there by the Growlers. Hold up. Let's see if the Growlers can convert this break. They can get back within 2 if they get this break here. Nice inside backhand there. Right outside the end zone for the Growlers. They reset. No mark. There you go. Double team at the front of the end zone. Flick over the side here. Growlers trying to punch it in here. Atlanta's doing a good job of pressuring the disc. A low throw there, but a layup grab by the Growlers. What a catch. How did that not hit the ground? Atlanta's saying it hit the ground. Let's see. Oh, that hit the ground. That definitely hit the ground. But they already called it a goal. That definitely hit the ground, I think. But they're going to give it to him. Wow. In Frisbee, you can't do reviews yet. They're not that advanced. I mean, they have replays on the broadcast. It's just a matter of time before they actually do reviews and stuff. They should do like challenges and stuff. Like one challenge per game or something. I don't know.
It's a big hold here for Atlanta.
Wow. Let's see if Atlanta can get a hold here. 2-goal game. And Atlanta, they need a hold right here because Growlers get it to start the fourth. Atlanta swinging the disc here. Good pressure by the Growlers. Reset here to Adam Miller. Miller looking up the line. That's a dangerous throw. And it gets teed up by the Growlers. But a foul call on the Growlers, though. Never mind. They Growlers pick up the foul there. That's a stupid throw by Adam Miller, regardless of the foul. Not a good throw there. Adam Miller has Cameron Brock on a swing. Swings over to Brock. Brock with the flick to the sideline here. Hayden Austin now to Brett Holzmeyer. Brett Holzmeyer, the big body, swings it. And it's in the dirt. An errant reset by Brett Holzmeyer. What was that? The former MVP with the mistake. The Growlers can cut it to a 1-goal game here. Remember, they got possession in the fourth. Growlers take a shot here, wide open in the end zone. And the Growlers with the break. Wow. A mistake by the former MVP Brett Holzmeyer on a reset throw. And the Growlers make them pay. Growlers cut it down to a 1-goal game. 4:17 left. I'm glad you were there to witness history. Yes, sir. I watch sports more than game shows. Yes. Wow. Hustle were up by like 4 goals, y'all. Growlers were up at the beginning of this game 5-3. Then it was like 10-6. Yeah. Growlers were up 5-3. Then somehow they choked the 2 goal lead. Hustle went up by like 4, like 10-6 or something. And now Hustle are kind of selling right now. What a game. Still got a long time though. 4:17 left in the third quarter. Here on Free Friday Frisbee, the UFA YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that button right there. We're on the road to 1,000 here on Coleman Sports 23. If you're watching on the Shredhead 66, we're on the road to 100 over there. I want to check how many viewers we have on each channel. How many views we've got so far?
Back-to-back breaks for the Growlers.
24 views on Coleman Sports, which probably means we don't have that much on the Shredhead, probably.
Holzmeyer looking off the nab.
Let's see this reset by Brett. Yeah, he just threw it away. That's a horrible throw by Brett. I feel like I could make a better throw than that. It like turned over somehow. I don't know if he got fouled or what. That was just a dumb reset by Brett. Crazy.
Little 1-goal lead for Atlanta.
Here's a shot by Austin Taylor to Adam Miller. Adam Miller waiting for cutters here. Throws a hammer to the opposite side for the goal for Atlanta. Alan Miller going deep and then showing off the guns and throwing the hammer cross field. He's a lefty. I didn't know that. What a hammer.
Really nice vision there from both Taylor to find Miller and then Miller to go back against the grain against Langdon. I've been so impressed with so many of these throwers tonight when they've been working against Johnson sets. Oftentimes, they've been very quick to look back across the field. Not necessarily always to the break side, but in a lane where the
Roller pull here, probably for a sideline trap, maybe to put some pressure on the Growlers here. 3:45 left in the third quarter. They got the two guys out there on the sideline. Growlers get it off the sideline. Another side double team there. Give and go between Travis Dunn and number 28. Growlers going really fast here. He really were able to get out of that trap very easily. Ooh, I thought it was going to be a layout there for Khalif, but Khalif is able to get it without laying out there. Khalif with the backhand. Reset here to Travis Dunn. Travis Dunn looking for Khalif. Khalif Al-Salam with the goal. And he pounds his chest with the disc and does the Superman that he always does. 1-goal game again. I thought he was going to lay out there, but no. Hustle begging for travel calls. Come on, Hustle. Shut up. There ain't no travel. Growlers gonna pull here. Here is the pull. And a dropped pull! It's dropped by Atlanta! And the Growlers are gonna have it on the goal line. What a horrible drop on the pull by the Atlanta Hustle. Atlanta is falling apart. And the Growlers have tied it up. Just like that. That's a huge goal for the Growlers because they got the Frisbee to start the fourth. But fortunate for the Hustle, they will get the disc back here. How did they drop the pole? Atlanta. Oh gosh, Atlanta. The Growlers are up 5-3 to start. Y'all were up 10-6. Y'all were up by 4 goals. And now you're choking. No wonder y'all have had a heartbreak the last 2 years. Y'all can't figure it out. What's going on? Y'all falling apart here in the third quarter. You still got time to figure it out, though, because it's only the third quarter. But, jeez. That is not good. They catch the pull right there this time. Callahan territory here as they swing it. Zone defense here by the Growlers. Austin Taylor up to Adam Miller. Miller to the push pass here to Austin Taylor. Up to Sean Cannell. Sean Cannell to Austin Taylor. Taylor to Miller. Miller to Austin Taylor. Moving up really slow here. Here's Adam Miller. He has Kevin Brock here on an in cut. Doesn't hit him. Resets it. Growlers really playing a zone defense here, forcing them to do a lot of swings and not giving up any shots downfield here. Really just forcing the handlers here to swing it. You know? Trying to waste clock here because they get the ball to start We get the flat ball to start the fourth quarter. So Sean Cannell, Cameron Brock, back to Sean Cannell. Cannell to Adam Miller. Miller, back to Cannell. Looking backhand there. Holsters to Adam Miller. Hayden Austin F. Up to Brett Holzmeyer. Up to Cameron Brock. I thought Cameron Brock was good, but take a shot though to Cannell. So I'm going deep right there. Austin Taylor. Ugh, good pressure by the Growlers. They're really making the hustle work for this. Hustle going down the whole field slowly. High stall here. They get it out to Cameron Brock. They're moving backwards now. Growlers really pressuring them. And a shot to the end zone. The former Shred standout, Sean Cannell, with the goal. The Hustle retake the lead by 1. But if you're the Growlers, that's still a win for you defensively because you made the Hustle work for it. And you made their O-line tired now. Now your O-line just needs to go out there, execute, tie the game up. You go in the fourth quarter, you're feeling pretty good. Because you get this to start if you're the Growlers. So a hold here would be huge for the Growlers. I still can't believe we got a 1-goal game right now, y'all. With 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Atlanta, y'all trying to avoid being upset for the third year in a row. Last 2 years upset. You were the 1 seed in the South the last 2 years and got upset in the championship game. The South championship game. It's the South championship again for the third year in a row. Atlanta looking to avoid being upset again. And they're up by 4 goals. Like, they're good at choking. Ooh, dangerous bid there. Khalif Al-Salam holsters. Gives it up to Travis Dunn. Dunn. High stall count. And it's a turnover. The pressure from the Atlanta Hustle earns them back the disc. This is huge. They could go up by 2 goals here. Here's a shot at the end zone at the buzzer. And it sails out of bounds. Does not go far enough. The Growlers needed that one to tie it up. Because if the Growlers score here, there, it ties it up. And they get the disc to start the fourth. But instead, a turnover by the Growlers. And the Hustle can't get the buzzer beater. And they head to the fourth quarter up 1. Growlers will have the disc looking to tie it up here at the beginning of the fourth. Wow.
It was the most wide open season in the history of the league. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no doubt about it.
The league is in a great spot. These teams, these championship teams, the Minnesota Wind are in a great spot.
Let's be real. We shocked the world tonight. These guys know how to fight, and that trophy was nice and heavy, and that felt good.
We haven't proved anything yet. We've been here several times. We are the underdogs.
We've been grinding for a long time. I don't feel like we got over the hump.
You're going to win that over and over, one matchup at a time.
You've got your favorites. You've got your underdogs. This is why they play the games.
Over the top! Skies over Grayson Center!
To the end zone for the score. Oh my goodness.
Battle at the buzzer, and you better believe Jeff Babbitt lives for the moment. Glory have defeated the reigning champions.
Fourth quarter time here on Coleman Sports 23 and the Shredhead 66. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers on Coleman Sports 23 and 100, road to 100 on the Shredhead. Don't forget, just subscribe and ring that notification bell, like I said. Ring that notification bell, the most important thing, though. Because you do not want to miss the rest of these playoffs. We'll be live for the 3 other divisional championship games tomorrow. And, yeah. And then maybe semifinals and championship, unless I have a watch party with some friends that we usually do every year. But we shall see. Might be going to a watch party.
Barely. While the hustle did not score there at the end, neither did the Growlers, but all goal with 47 seconds left. The final goal of the period. So
All right, here's the poll here. Here's the Growlers with the disc. They can tie it up here with a hold to start this fourth quarter of the South Division Championship game. Winner goes to the semifinals in championship weekend in Madison. High throw there. Dug up there by Wu. Wu resets to Travis Dunn. Dunn swinging it here. On here for the Growlers. High stall, inside flick there. D'd up. It was hit by the hustle defender, but the Growlers stay with it. I thought he was in there, but they call him out. Growlers resetting. It's D'd up. It's D'd up by Lucas McCamrock. McCamrock getting the D on Khalif Al-Salam. Not a good reset there by the Growlers. A dumb reset there. Khalif was not open, and you throw it right into Lucas McCamrock's hand there. That was dumb. Growlers could have tied it up there, but a stupid turnover. That was good pressure the whole possession there by Atlanta. No foul call there. And Atlanta pushes it in the end zone there. And a break for the hustle. That is not good if you're a Growlers fan. You cannot. That cannot happen if you're the Growlers. You're about to score here, and you just throw a stupid reset. Why would you throw that reset? Khalif was not open. You gotta reset. You gotta wait till Khalif comes closer, then reset that. That was a dumb reset. But Atlanta goes up by 2 now. Y'all could have tied it right there, Growlers. But you sold. Now you need breaks. You need a hole here first. You get a hole, cut it to 1. Anything can happen. But y'all needed that one right there to tie it. Because you tie it, you're good. But now they go up by 2. You have to score here to at least cut it to 1. And you have to score again and tie it. Like, you could have tied it right there, but now you're down by 2. Growlers fouled there on the mark. Hustle don't like it. They saw it should have been a turnover. But good sportsmanship there. But Atlanta after it there by Taylor. Victor Wu gets it back here. Wu with the high reset. Caught by the Growlers. Wow, that's an impressive catch. That's a hard catch there. That's a tough catch. Wide open in the end zone is the Growlers there. Good defense by the hustle. Swooping over on that mark. So they can't throw it on that side. Victor Wu. Looking backhand here, resets it. Dangerous reset. Lozinski with a reset. Another scary reset there by the Growlers. The resets are kind of seem like they're forced. I don't know. Here's a backhand up the line there. Couple yards outside the end zone. Up the line again in the end zone, and it's a goal for the Growlers. One goal game. 8:56 left in this one, folks. All right. One goal game here. Growlers gonna pull here to Atlanta. We're gonna do a roller pull here. Probably looking for a sideline trap. Can double team with in the UFA. Ready to do a roller pull out the back, out the sideline here. They're gonna trap Brett Holzmeyer again. It has worked a couple times in this game. Holzmeyer finds Austin Taylor. Austin Taylor unmarked here. You don't double teaming Austin Taylor here. High stall count. Here's the hammer, and it's teed up by the Growlers. The plan there on the double team is ran to perfection. Here's a shot to the end zone off the fingertips of the Growlers player. Growlers ran that double team to perfection, got the D, and the deep throw here is just off the fingertips of the receiver. Wow. Hustle, earn it back. Wow, doing shred head instead of Cubs cards. Fuck Cubs cards. Fuck the Cubs, or fuck the Cardinals. And honestly, fuck baseball right now. The Cubs season's over. It's over. Austin Taylor up to Brett. Coolman, can you do Utah Mammoth's preseason games? Maybe. Austin Taylor with a deep shot. Jeez. A big spike there by Wilson Holiday. Growlers back up by 2. Hustle back up by 2. Growlers had a shot at tying that one. The 2-point swing there. Growlers got the D. They ran that sideline trap to absolute perfection. Just couldn't catch it in the end zone there. Just could not read the disc, and enough pressure there in the deep space for it to go off his fingertips. But there's still time. 7:28 left. Anything can happen. Hustle have been upset the last 2 years in the South Division Championship game in their home turf. Looking not let that happen for 3 years in a row. Last year against the Soul. Sorry, last year was not against the Soul. It was against Carolina last year on a buzzer beater by Fairfax, I believe. And another turnover by the Growlers. Growlers falling apart now. This game has just been a turnover game pretty much. And Khalifa Al-Salam with the dangerous bid. And McClamrock is holding on to his leg. Let's see. Oh, that's not Khalif's fault. That's not Khalif's fault. Hustle sideline yelling at Khalif saying there's a dirty play. Nah. He dived in front of the guy, and then he slipped and looks like he hurt his knee. Hopefully McCamrock's okay. That's it. Good defensive player for the Hustle there. That would not be good for them. But what another turnover by Growlers. They're falling apart. But like I said, Atlanta upset there by Carolina last year in the South Division Championship. Atlanta has the most wins in UFA history without making championship weekend. That is crazy. And then they also lost 2 years ago in double overtime to the Soul. That game was crazy. I remember that. That was insane. That was the year the Shred made the championship game and lost. Stupid New York. Growlers need a D here desperately here. You cannot let them get another break here. That was a dumb turnover. High stall, they get it out here up the line. That's a travel by 5,000. Yeah, that's clearly a travel there by Taylor. Taylor knows it too. He grabs the disc and he goes back 10 yards. Brett Holzmeyer with the reset here. And timeout, Atlanta. What a timeout. That's a good timeout by Atlanta. That's how you avoid getting heartbreak again. That's how you do it. That's a big timeout there. And a dumb turnover by Growlers to give them a break chance here. Now they can put their line out here. We can go back up by 3 now. Wow. Now a 3-goal swing, dude. They could have tied it with that 1 goal. Instead, they had a stupid turnover. Literally like 10 yards outside the end zone. And then Atlanta marched it all the way downfield. Scored that. Put them up by 2. Now another break chance here. This is worse than baseball? No. Definitely not. Playoff Frisbee is way better than regular season baseball. I don't care. If y'all were actually watching this, y'all would understand how crazy this is. And there's a goal there. Wilson Holiday with another emphatic spike. It's a big goal. That just sweat all over his face. Go get a towel, bro. That's nasty. Dude, Holiday's a baller, man. This man's insane. Austin Taylor, bro. He's here. He has a bag of throws. He has it like low release step down flick where he just kneel. He like darn near kneels on the ground. Crazy. Crazy. Elite. Looks like the hustle might actually avoid an upset here and move on a championship weekend for the first time in their history. We'll see. Hmm.
5:45 to play. Growlers.
I can't believe we're losing the Cardinals from 2-0. Like, come on, Cubs, do something. Cardinals suck. With Boyd pitching too. Like, those 2 runs were probably Mickey, but still, we're not scoring. We can't hit. Cubs season's over. Like Boyd's having another solid game. We only gave up 2 runs, but no run support.
Feels like a pretty steep hill for San Diego to climb here. O-line, which looked so confident in the first quarter.
Like, we gotta sweep the Cardinals, man. They suck. We gotta come back and sweep these bums. Like, how are we losing to them? We're serious. They're barely 500. And the Brewers are probably losing. No, they're not. Brewers are winning 3-2. Wow. Mets, y'all were up 2-0 and are selling right now. Still out 3 innings, but jeez. Done. The Khalif, another whistle here. Wow, offensive foul on the Growlers. Wow. They're going to move back here. I was on one of the cutters downfield. Interesting. Ooh, nearly errant reset by the veteran Travis Dunn there. High throw. Caught by the Growlers. Here's a shot to the end zone. Travis Dunn cannot box him out. And the Hustle get it back. Another break chance for the Hustle. This might be game, y'all. Here's a deep huck. Hustle. Yeah, this game might be cooked. If Atlanta can convert here, it might be game. Dean Ramsey. They just need to go a couple more yards in the end zone. It's a goal. The Atlanta Hustle are going to win this game. They are not going to get upset this year. And they're going to avoid a heartbreak. They're going to avoid heartbreak. The last 2 years, they have been heartbroken. This year, doesn't look like they will be. They might be going the first team championship weekend this year. Shed could beat them though. I'm not scared of the Hustle. Shed could beat them. Now we just need if the I'm not scared of the Hustle. The way they've played today, too many this has been like a turnover game, pretty much. Like I feel like we could beat the Hustle. I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of the Hustle. They can barely beat the Growlers. Yeah, I'm not scared of the Hustle. So we need if DC upsets Boston and Chicago doesn't get upset, we play Atlanta in semifinals. That's what I would want. I would want that. I need the freaking. I need, of course, Atlanta to hold on here with 3:45 left, and then I need DC to upset Boston. Union don't get upset by wind chill. Then we play Atlanta in the first round, revenge game after losing that first game of the year to them. And I feel like the Strike could beat them. And then if we win that semifinal matchup, I would like DC to beat Union because I feel good about we could beat DC in the championship. We beat them last year. I know it's the first game, but we still beat them. DC's really good this year, though. They're a lot better than last year. All right, Growlers here. They need a hold. Definitely need a quick hold here. Down by 4. You got to go. You got to hurry. You got to hurry. Ooh. Wow, it's picked off by the Hustle. It's picked off by the Hustle there. I thought the Growlers were going to have that, and then the cutter just, like, froze. I don't know what happened. Sean Connell, the former Shred standout, with the reset to Brett. Holzmeyer. Over to Taylor. 3 minutes left. Hammer over the top. Big hammer to Brett. Brett Holzmeyer. Taylor. Resetting. Brett. Oh, what a layout. That disc got blown down by the wind, but a layout there by Taylor. What a high release backhand over the top. And another break for Atlanta. That's for sure game.
I mean, at this point, Atlanta's just kind of toying with them. You can see the body language from San Diego. They're exhausted. Game's not over.
Yeah, San Diego's tired. Oh, this game's over, Turner. This game's for sure over, Turner, bro. I think I'm gonna commentate the Cubs game, maybe. I don't know. You can't even score one run. Oh my gosh, it's 3-0 now, Cubs. What are we doing? Go, Carson Kelly. 1 out, 1 guy in first. Hit a 2-run shot. Come on. What for you today?
No turn. More points this year than anyone else in the entire league. The hustle, if ever there was.
Hold on. Radio. Oh. We're halfway there. Whoa. Here's a shot by Travis Dunn. Khalif Al-Salam with the goal, giving the Growlers some life. They strike fast there. That's what they needed. Khalif heard something towards the crowd. Oh, that's a hustle talking crap to Khalif.
You could see this. He got through the second Khalif caught his under because he immediately turned back, took the negative reset to Travis Dunn, and took off from the position where he threw that reset.
Imagine Atlanta took a 4-goal lead in a minute in 57 seconds. If that happened, yeah, they should just be kicked out of the league for real.
Four-goal game.
All right. One break every 29 seconds. Yeah. That'd be the craziest comeback ever.
Being the big man picking up against.
See if they can get a block here on the mark, maybe. Scuba the top. Holiday, Miller and Holiday just moving it up easily. Yep. They just destroyed that zone. And he's in the end zone for a goal.
So much for run out the clock. Atlanta just wants to pour it on.
Jimmy Langdon with the goal.
There's still a lot of work to be done. Still of the moment with the reality.
Dean Ramsey. Oh, the greatest hair in the UFA, maybe. Him or Khalif. That's a travel. They're not going to call it, though. Done up to 42 here, looking for Khalif. Khalif knows he has to hurry. Khalif. Kind of have to force these throws. And that's a goal by Travis Dunn.
Yeah. I think that's all in the mindset and the
That's a tricky throw because That guy to the left of him. A guy right behind him. Another guy guarding the guy that threw it to the left of that guy. He has to fit it in the window somehow between both the guys to the left. And he somehow did it. That's crazy. Nice grab there by Travis Dunn, but it's not going to matter. Shout out the Growlers. A decent run by the Growlers. You know, they haven't made it to the playoffs since 2022 when they lost, or sorry, 2021 when they lost to the Shred, I believe. So, yeah. Shout out to the Growlers. They had to travel 5 hours away too. So, shout out to San Diego. They upset the Soul in the first round, but could not beat the Hustle here. And the Hustle are going to move on to championship weekend. And depending on the other games tomorrow, we'll see what seed they'll be in the championship weekend. But another goal for Atlanta. 3 games tomorrow. Hopefully they're closer. This game was looking like it was going to be to the final buzzer, but it's definitely not going to be. Evan Lepler predicted 21-17 Atlanta. If they didn't score there in 31 seconds when we went off the clock, he would have got it right. Dang. That's crazy. Dude, one of my friends, his dad was when we went to a Salt Lake Shred game this year, and his dad like predicted the score. Well, he didn't predict the score right, but like it sucked though because he just needed the other team to score 1 goal, and he would get it right. Right? They dropped the goal to get his prediction right. They dropped it at the buzzer to end the game. Like they dropped it in the end zone. And so he didn't get his prediction right, which is crazy. And it was like it was an easy catch, just right here, right on his chest, just easy 2-hand grab like that, and he dropped. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of these scores in the last few minutes.
Growlers aren't going away, even though it's over. It's too late though.
I've been to a lot of games here at Silverback Park.
Shout out the Growlers though. I predicted all the playoff games right so far, I think. I predicted the Breeze to beat New York. I predicted Spires to beat Colorado. I predicted Growlers to upset the Soul. I predicted Minnesota to beat Madison. And then I predicted this game, right? So far, I'm undefeated in my predictions for the playoffs so far. I said guys upset the Soul in the first game of the South Division playoffs, but South Division championship, I have Austin or Atlanta winning. They're about to. Let's go. My predictions are still undefeated. I still got all the playoff games right so far. I'm 5-0 in playoff games this year. Let's go. Hopefully, I'll be 8-0 by the end of tomorrow. Because then the Shred will play Atlanta for and that's the final. Atlanta avoids heartbreak after being heartbroken the last 2 years, losing to Carolina on a buzzer beater and losing in double overtime to the Soul. They get the job done, and they had a championship weekend for the first time in their history here in the UFA. So Atlanta moves on. Depending on the seeds, they will either play the winner of Chicago, Minnesota, the winner of Salt Lake Open, or the winner of DC and Boston. All those games tomorrow will be live here on the Shredhead and Coleman Sports 23 tomorrow. for all 3 of those games. This being your favorite Ginger. Atlanta Hustle. Beat the Growlers 22-18. I'm out. Until next time. Peace.